Hey guys, today we're taking a look at another scan hot seller. This is MSI B650 Tomahawk. I've used the Tomahawk previously, I'm sure, at some point, but they have been really stable, great bang for buck boards as well. So it's nice to be looking at a more modern one. This is the, of course, AM5 socket. Currently selling for $179 on Scan Computers UK. If you're not familiar with them, they are a UK retailer that sell a whole host of different components. They have some pre-built systems on there as well. If you're not a fan of building your own system, they also have some pro audio, video gear, instruments, loads of different stuff. I'll link them down below. Of course, thank you for them sending this out for me. So let's have a look at this board and try and work out why it's a hot seller. Acer proudly presents the Nitro 16 and Nitro 17 laptops. These models feature high-performance components including up to the Intel 14th generation Core i7 14700HX CPU and NVIDIA RTX 4070 laptop GPUs, ensuring high frame rates while maintaining low temperatures thanks to Nitro's liquid metal thermal grease and finely tuned fan system. With screen options offering up to a 2560 by 1600 resolution at 165Hz and a 3 millisecond response time, the Nitro 16 and 17 are excellent choices for those seeking a fantastic gaming experience in a portable form factor. These laptops come with a free month of Microsoft Game Pass, allowing you to enjoy some of the latest and greatest games, featuring titles such as Starfield, Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends, and many others. Visit the link in the description to learn more. So quick install guides, not noticing any full instruction manuals for the MSI boards anymore, which is I think a little bit of a shame because it's the one thing I think is a good use of that paper. We've got some stickers, also a shout out thing, little pamphlet advertising something. M.2 screws or a quick release latch, that's a good thing to see. A single SATA cable, one with right angle, and then we've got our Wi-Fi antennas. Very minimal in terms of included accessories, but as we're seeing, a lot of things are just like NVMe and stuff, so we don't generally need the cables very much anymore anyway. Or very stealthy. Now the pictures on the MSI site makes this look a little bit more grey and satin, whereas in person this is more like brushed and black, so certainly more of a stealthy look. Let's just kind of work our way through this quickly. Beefy VRM there. Nice to see some really good heat sinks on those chokes and things. Feels a lot more premium, and by the fact that we've got two 8-pin EPS connectors rather than a 8 and a 4, certainly going to be aimed at those higher end SKUs as well. Of course, EPS connectors, and then to the right of that we have got three 4-pin headers. We've got the pump fan, system fan. There's also a CPU fan just slightly below that, tucked in between the DIMM slots and the heatsink. Then we've got a standard 12-volt RGB, and there's a 5-volt address port on the right hand side. We've got the debug LEDs, very handy things to have to see what's going on with the system as it posts. We've got another 4-pin header there. 24-pin for power. USB-C header, so this is USB 3.2 Gen 2, so 20 gigabits per second. On the right angle, 4 SATA ports for any additional hard drives or SSDs you want to add that are internal. A USB 3 header, this is USB 3.2 Gen 1. We've got another 4-pin header, there's also a front panel, and then above that we've got another 5-volt addressable RGB. 2 SATA ports coming straight out of the board. Then we've also got 2 USB 2 hubs, so great for things like use Corsair commanders or NZXT hubs and things like that. Then on the far left we've got an additional 12-volt RGB header. There's the front panel audio, and also up by the M.2 heatsink there's another 4-pin header there as well. So a total of 8 4-pin headers on this board, so that should certainly be enough I think there. So back up to our socket, again AM5, so support for 7000, 8000 series processors. We have got some output options on the back if you want to go for 8000 series. The DIMM slots, this will support up to 128 gigabytes of DDR5, maximum of 6600, that's on an overclock with XMP, but you can of course push it further manually. So for our storage and PCIe slots, we've got our first heatsink. Let's have a look under this. So that screw comes all the way out and that one kind of stays in there. Thermal pad on the back of the heatsink, so make sure you peel that off before you install your drive. And then support for up to a 110mm Gen 4 drive. There's also another heatsink further down and one that's not heatsinked. Let's have a look under this. Then another thermal pad underneath that. Support there for another 2 80mm drives. These are all Gen 4, so 3 NVMe's, 2 80mm Gen 4, and then one 110mm Gen 4. So our top slot is an X16 PCIe Gen 4, armoured as well. And then the one below will run at a slower speed, as I can see it's only wired about a third of the way through, but perfect if you can use any sound cards or capture cards or things like that. We've also got a single X1 at the bottom there as well. So onto the back of the Tomahawk, we've got a pretty full I/O here. We've got a BIOS flash button, very handy thing to have. We've got a display port 1.4 and also an HDMI 2.1. USB ports, these are USB 3.2 Gen 2, and then we've got a 2.5 gig LAN. There's some USB 2 ports, then we've also got the blue ports, these are USB 3.2 Gen 1. A Wi-Fi 6E antenna points. It also has Bluetooth built in as well. And we've got some audio options on the bottom. Loads and loads of ports on this board. Rear I/O is absolutely stacked as well. Will certainly make a good creator board. And at the price point, it's not too bad either. So let me know what you think about it in the comments box below. Anything else you want to know, of course, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I will put the links for this in the description box if you want to pick one up. Let me know what kind of system you'd like me to build with this. I'm thinking 7800 XRD is always a good go-to. We'll certainly support it with that beefy VRM that it's got. But of course, let me know if you'd like to see anything different. Get subscribed and do the bonus statements for future videos. Thank you to Scan, of course, for sending this out for me to look at. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.